Okay, so in today's episode, I have a hypothesis. Okay, so here's
big fancy word.
Yes,
10 points.
It's the only science. It's like one of the few science words I know. But I have this hypothesis that it is extremely hard for the average man to ask for help.
Oh, good hypothesis.
So we're going to test out the hypothesis today on Man Talk. So join us. So, hey, Craig, I feel like something's a little different in today's episode, at least in the studio.
There is something new. We have some folks in Holland that watch Man Talk on a regular basis. We have people from all around. This is Holland, Michigan, not Holland.
Yeah. Oh, Holland, Michigan with the wooden shoes. I don't even know if that's how the Dutch talk. Sorry.
That's
anyway,
a good accent. I'm not sure if that is. But, they sell, if you can't fix it with duct tape, you haven't used enough. And that's a really nice thing. Thank you so much. This is the dad and the sons, and actually mom watches every episode as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks so much for checking it out. And
I
love the sign.
Yeah,
when he showed me the
you.
sign, I was like, this is epic. We got to put that up. And
very good.
So thank you.
So young men, you were looking for it. Here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, very good. So,
Now, there's only one problem. I feel like it shouldn't be held up with a nail. Maybe we need to duct tape that bad boy.
Yeah, duct tape on wood isn't always the strongest. But,
testing that hypothesis too. So shameless segue into our topic right now. So let me just tell you this story that just happened to me that made me process this a little bit, that it's extremely hard for guys to ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
So got a phone call. Every now and then people will call in to the conference and say, I need some help, or we have a fieldwork project, and do you know anybody or young people or anyone that can help us? So this one lady that had a roof problem in a previous fieldwork project, we were able to fix her roof.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Doesn't leak anymore.
A repeat or a go back.
Repeater. Yeah. So she called me because she has my number, and she's like, hey, my door doesn't shut.
Oh, that's awesome that she called. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. But I felt really bad because she's an elderly lady. She doesn't have any help. And she's like, I just need some help. My door won't shut. I'm not able to secure my home. And I'm a little nervous. Man. Yeah. And she doesn't feel like she's in a very safe part of town. And I don't feel like she is either. Mm-hmm. And she's like, do you mind just taking a look at it? And I go, yeah, okay, I'll come over. But I can't fix it when I come over. I just want to look at it. Because I have this other hypothesis that whenever I get into a project, it's a 2 hardware visit minimum. Yeah. So I'm going to go. Yeah, go. So anyway, I'm like, yeah. So I went over, I talked to her a little bit, sweet lady, and I look at it, and I come to the conclusion that in order to fix this door, I'm going to have to, for lack of a better term, reestablish the door jamb, reestablish all kinds of stuff.
All right, very good.
The strike
gotta put new wood on it. You gotta.
Oh yeah, I've got it. Just a big Cadillac fix, and I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So I said I'll be back later on this evening. We'll get you taken care of. So she's like, okay, cool. So I happen to have a meeting with this guy, a good buddy of mine, Jared, and we're having lunch, and as we're talking about all kinds of things, just having a wonderful lunch. And then I happened to, so it's this weird random, but I had to give him back a 2x4. I had a 2x4 of his.
From a previous project.
Right, yeah. So I was like, hey, dude, I got a 2x4 for you. And he's like, thanks. He's like, I have a lot of those. I go, hey, if I could keep it, I would use it because I need to fix this lady's door. And I tell him about it, and he gets this kind of weird look on his face, and he goes, oh. And he goes, how far away is this place? And I go, it's just like a mile or two from here in Lansing. You want to check it out? Would you like 5 minutes? I promise. So we'll be in and out 5 minutes.
Nice.
I'll fix it later, but I could just get your eyes on it.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. And so he's really good with his hands and everything, and he's a good woodworker. And he goes, yeah, sure, I'll come over. So we go and we look at it, and I go, see, it won't shut, and here's all the problems. And he goes, yeah. And he looks, he kind of tilts his head like that, and he closes it, and he goes, hey, you got a screwdriver? And I said, yeah. So I give him a Phillips head, and no, I don't even give him the Phillips head. I bring the Phillips head, and he points to this one screw, and he goes, yeah, adjust that screw. I'm like, all right. So I adjust the screw. I tighten it in, clean it up, and then closes.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're going to be pounding your head on this.
I'm going to renovate that bad boy, man. She's getting a whole new door, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And he just starts laughing. And he's not laughing at me, but we're just laughing at each other. And I'm like, that was sweet. It's just done.
Did you feel small, or did you?
No, I felt great because I didn't want to have to rip into that door.
And the lady's door is fixed.
Yeah. Everybody has a thing that they're not super excited about. Like, I'm not excusing myself on this.
Right.
But I'm pretty open to doing just about anything when it comes to home repair.
That's true. You're not afraid of it.
I hate, with a capital H, doors.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Adjusting them, whatever.
Yeah.
We've got a door in our bathroom that needs adjustment, and I'm like, can my dad get here? Because my dad's a pro at it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that doesn't excuse it. It was a screw, Craig. It was like beep, beep, beep.
A second set of eyes. Man, that's so good.
Here's where I'm at is, when I was talking to him about it, there was a voice in my head. It's like, don't tell him about the door, there was a pride thing.
Yeah.
Because even though I wanted help, but what if it was some simple, like, you look like an idiot,
right.
which I did.
Right.
So but I didn't. So here's what I'm saying is, like, I felt like, oh man, how come I didn't figure that out? However, I was super happy to get it right.
Yes. It's the idea that you were afraid to ask because you don't want to look like an idiot, but because you were friends, you didn't feel like an idiot.
Right, because we're such friends that I don't care. I think that, the less that you know somebody, potentially, if you're a people pleaser, the higher level of stress or pride, like, you don't want a stranger to know that you're incompetent.
Well, so here, it only took 5 minutes, right? So that wasn't that big of a risk for him. No. You and I are friends, and I asked you one time to come over and look at putting tile backsplash in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And I have no idea. That type of stuff is kind of beyond me. I'm getting better, but ask you to come over and just see what it is, and you offered to help. And I had a hard time accepting your help, even though we're close friends, because I'm taking the whole day. But you were so happy to give me that day.
Yeah, sure.
And I was afraid to ask for that day. And so that's, again, it has to do with pride. And I wanted to pay you. I wanted to do everything to
right.
To
and I was kind of cranky about it. Like, if you're giving me money, I'll never help you again.
That's exactly right. And that's good because you said you're going to steal my what?
Yeah, steal my blessing. I got that from Kenny.
Ken Mitchell. Ken, that was your saying.
Yeah.
You're stealing your blessing. And so I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm not really handy. And so to have somebody that is handy to come and help me for a short period of time, I'm all good to ask. But when it comes to taking your time, I still have a tough time.
Let me ask you this question. Who would you feel okay with asking for their time? If not?
My dad.
Okay, so only your list is like crazy short.
But you're on it now because the way you reacted to me.
Okay, so you got two people on the list.
So I got two, and there's a few others that I have asked, and my fear of offending them was nonsensical. It was a pride thing. And so now I know if I ask you or I ask Ken Mitchell or I ask whoever, I don't have that fear anymore because even though we're close friends beforehand, I just realizing that you want to do it. If you can't do it, you'll tell me. Right?
So this happened last Sabbath. I ran into a brother at church. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, okay. And he was talking about all the stuff he needed to do. And as he was identifying all the things that he needed, I could help him with that. So I was like, dude, I'll come over and help you. Like, that's not even a thing. Give me your address. Let's set up a time. And he's like, no. Don't worry about it.
I've been there.
And then he it got to that point to where it was getting awkward. Like, he kept shutting me down. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. If you don't want to, if you don't need any help, let me know. But I walked away from that conversation thinking, I guess we're not friends.
Ooh, yeah, that's strong.
Now, am I off there?
I don't know.
Well, how about this?
Because
we're not friends enough you won't let me help you on stuff you need help with?
Yeah. Maybe.
So that's what
Maybe,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Not like as in, look, you're my enemy now and I don't like you or anything. But I walked away going, well, that's too bad. I thought that we could be friends or we could be closer, and we're supposed to be brothers in Christ here in church, but you won't even let me come help you after after stating a need.
All the needs that he had. Yeah. And
so process that the next time you're like not, wanting to.
Right. That's a that's a really good point.
Because pride causes you to do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
They've done research on this, and if you go to a lot of the best hospitals, they've actually enacted procedures because nurses were afraid to tell doctors glaring errors because they were going to get yelled at.
Oh.
So they would watch doctors literally like perform some sort of malpractice, but instead of saying, hey, you left the scalpel inside the person, they would be like, well, we ain't saying anything because they'll fire us or they'll whatever.
Yeah.
So they were silent, and they got all these malpractice cases and all these deaths. So what they did was they enacted a set of rules and procedures that after each thing, it's their job to do it so that there's no offense.
Wow. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So maybe there needs to be some kind of rules there. I don't know.
Should I accept that? There should be a check. Do you need help? Is there somebody willing to help? The answer is yes. You should answer that.
Yeah, right.
Craig Harris, this is an obvious one, Craig. The Lord is saying, I have provided someone who has the skill set for exactly what you need, and you're rejecting that.
Yeah, some sort of decision tree, right? If yes, then this. If no, then this.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm just curious because I think that there's counsel in Scripture specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
In Galatians, that is that counsel that if we're going to be really brothers in Christ, like this is what we do.
Yeah. So there's a lot of text out there that we can help, but we kind of thought of this one, Galatians 6:2. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Yeah. So
that's a pretty bold statement.
It is.
If you help people, you're keeping the law.
Yeah. That's what Jesus did. He helped.
Yeah, that's
lift people's burdens, and man,
I mean,
that's so good.
That connection there, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean,
hey, you need anything to be fixed at all?
Yeah, my door.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Come on over.
Yeah, and so it's another thing to offer your help when you have no idea what you're doing. So I never offer to help people with construction stuff.
I'm secretly hoping my father's watching this right now. So,
Dad,
that by next week he'll come and fix it. Yeah,
hey, up there up north.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think that we got to do a better job of not just asking for help, which is kind of the main point of this. But being in tune when someone needs, like they kind of drop, people like drop hints, like how's life? Oh, I've been struggling with this, whatever. Instead of going, oh man, I'll pray for you. Like potentially ask if there's any way that you can help.
That you can help. Hey, can I drive you?
Yeah, right.
If your cars can. Hey, do you need a lift somewhere? I can't fix a car, but I can drive you somewhere.
Or do you need somebody to listen or to read or whatever? And
the list is forever long.
And dude, expect the first default to say, "Oh no, that's okay." That's like everyone says that, even though they're lying.
Right.
They're flat out lying to you. Like, oh no, you're too busy. I don't need it. No.
My neighbor had this huge box, right, and he was going to do it himself. I go, "Hey, I'll help you." Oh, I got it. I go, "No, man, let me help you." And he says, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, exactly. Oh, thanks for not believing that I was totally lying just now. That's exactly it. Men are liars, pants on fire. That's what they are. And because they don't want to,
Wouldn't it be awesome if when you lied, your pants actually did go on fire?
Dude, you're smoking in your pack there.
You must be lying. Anyway,
you better tell
sorry, that was a little sideline, but we don't. If you need help, we need to ask for it. With a gentle spirit.
Yeah, the challenge this week is I think twofold. One is if you're struggling right now and you need help, and it could be something as light as a door or what we have been talking about, a backsplash, but it could be something serious like you're struggling mentally, you're struggling spiritually, financially, whatever. Get help.
Or if you need food.
It's
even.
a position of strength to help, ask for help, because you're not going to get your situation resolved without it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let that pride, whatever pride that was attacked during that, that kind of somewhat humorous situation, well, just tightening a screw, was saturated with a fact that I just helped a lady feel secure tonight. She's going to go to bed and feel safe, and still like the look of her door, I might add, because of that. And so just know that the feeling that you're going to have once your situation is resolved will definitely exceed whatever pride you have that's attacked. So do that. And then secondly, the next challenge is look for people that need help, and understand that they're going to lie to you typically and tell you they don't need help, because I don't know why men are that weird, but that's what we do. Yeah.
So. I'm a culprit of that.
Oh, I thought you were waving goodbye.
No.
Like, you're telling me to wrap it up?
I could be wrapping up. This is the wrap.
My nonverbal that we need to hang up here. Yeah,
but I was just raising my hand that I'm one that initially is gonna not want to bother you. I don't want to bother you.
So fight through it. Be that true friend, and accept that help too if it's given to you. So, all right. So that was Man Talk, and we have 3 really great principles.
We do. We need to love God, and because we love God, it helps us
love everybody.
And then the third one is kind of it's on its own. Duct tape, it fixes everything.
Fixes everything.
And if you can't fix it, you haven't used enough.
That's right. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
See y'all.